with Donny Pritzlaff, who just took a new opportunity to help coach the program at Rutgers in his home state. Talk about the decision to head home and leave a really strong program at Michigan.
Yeah, I talked to Scott Goodale, and it was a good opportunity for me to get back home and recruit and work in New Jersey, and I was just excited about being close to family and getting back to my roots in New Jersey, and everything kind of worked out, and it's going to be exciting. I think they have a lot of support and a lot of excitement around the program right now, so I'm fired up to get to work.
Now, you've spent quite a bit of time in the Big Ten, and Rutgers is in the Big Ten. You feel your experience coaching and competing in that conference is going to help their transition from the Easterns into Big Ten wrestling?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a tough transition. They know they're trying to get prepared for it in all sports. So wrestling's no different, except that it's probably by far the toughest conference in the country. So getting ready for that is going to be more difficult than some of the other sports on campus. But I think having experience in the Big Ten, wrestling in the Big Ten, I definitely think that I can add some to the program, and I think in the recruiting part of it, I think it's going to really help us be able to sell our program more. And I think now you don't have to go to out of state to go to a Big Ten school. Now you can stay right in New Jersey, and we can pick off some New York kids and hopefully grab some Pennsylvania kids too, and stay within that area. And and really right now we have some guys that they've wrestled Big Ten competition. I mean, they've wrestled at the Nationals and the Midlands and all these different things. So they're somewhat ready, and I feel that I can really add a lot to the potential.
You obviously world medalist in freestyle, active coach in the international styles. Will we see more of the Scarlet Knight guys in the freestyle circuits in the spring and summer?
Yeah, I think so. Anthony Ashnault last weekend, he won the universities, and he's going to wrestle in the world team unless someone comes down and challenges him. Then I'll have to beat that guy. But I think we'll start recruiting more guys that's what they want. All these coaches here, they want to get guys that have Olympic and world medal aspirations, so I think that's the kind of guy that we want, and we're going to continue to build that. We have one of our recruits here, Geraldo, and he'll be at Rutgers next year, and he wrestled in the Cadet Pan Ams last summer. So we're gonna start attracting more guys that want to compete at the highest level, and we want a lot of participation.
So you had a chance to get down the shore yet, or too busy recruiting, and coaching?
I've been running around. I'm kind of going in between two places right now, and we're trying to buy a house. But hopefully sometime this summer I can maybe one weekend.
Have you gotten any feedback from the coaches in the region about you coming back? High school coaches, club coaches, people that you knew when you were in Jersey?
Yeah. My old coach, Ernie Monaco, he reached out to me right away, and Damian Logan runs a big club, a bunch of all the big schools, Bosco and Bergen Catholic. I've been in contact with a lot of the coaches, and we're trying to create more ties. I'm really excited to get back there. I haven't lived in New Jersey in half of my life now, 18 years. So I'm really excited. I've always kind of maintained good relationships with everybody back there, and I've recruited the state pretty actively when I was at Wisconsin and at Michigan and at Hofstra. So I'm really excited to start building more relationships with other coaches down in South Jersey that I don't know as well. So I'm really excited for the future. I mean, I'm going home, and it feels like I'm reinvigorated.
So you're going to be wearing red now, huh?
Yeah, I'm back to
Went
red.
from blue to red, huh?
Yeah, red, blue,
well, you
red.
did red in college, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
and you're here in Madison, in a place that was probably a place that you spent a little bit of time earlier in your life. What's your thoughts about this?
Oh, this place is so many memories just driving around town, and I still have a lot of friends that are. My wife's from Wisconsin, so and she went to school in Madison, and so we have a ton of friends and people that we're close to that are still in town. So and I love being here. I mean, Wisconsin will always be. My kids were born here, so it's always going to be close to my heart. I love this town, and it's a great university.
So we'll have a lot of fun this weekend with great wrestling, huh?
Yeah, great. This is great wrestling, and I think tomorrow and Sunday are going to be the highlight. But yeah, it's an awesome start. There are some great first match rounds. And
will you still help any of the kids from the Michigan Training Center that you've been working with and the senior side?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still around Michigan at this point. I think, you know, once I get over to Rutgers full time, I mean, if those guys wanted to come over for just a different look and train with us, I mean, obviously we'd be open. Like a guy like Kellen Russell back in New Jersey would be a huge deal. You know, Jimmy, you know, I'm still really close with those guys. I love those guys. And
well, you have a chance. A couple of those kids have a chance to make this team. Guys you've been working with.
Yeah,
you know, along with Sean and all the rest.
Yeah. So. Andrew was in Ann Arbor for the last 2 weeks getting ready for this, and he'll be wrestling Sunday. So I think he'll be right in the hunt too. But yeah, I'm excited. You know, Jimmy doesn't wrestle till Fargo, but you know, Kellen, he'll be on Sunday too. So it'll be exciting. And these guys are great guys, and they've been working really hard. They'll be ready.
Outstanding. Thanks a lot, Donny.
All right, Gary. Thank you.